Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel. It's Jane here from Chill Lifestyle. We are here with our weekly guidance and our yes or no for the week. Okay, so think about the pile that you've got here, and we will get into our yes or no's. Okay. We have got, instead of pile number one, we've got pile A, pile B, pile C, and pile D. Have a good look at which one you're wanting. Remember, we have a new moon here, so this is a great week to think about the new you want to bring in. So maybe there's just some questions around something new coming into your life, just putting it out there. Great time for that. Okay, so remember, all these messages will come in at the time that you need it, whether it's now, whether it's in a year's time, whenever it is. This is the time that you need it, so it's not particularly for this week and this date. Also remember that energies take time to come in, so even if this is the stuff that are in your vibration at the moment, that's why we also go through all the cards together, because it just gives you a better idea as to what's happening and what kind of guidance you are needing around your question. But also give it some time. Things manifest at a given time. Okay. So again, pile A, pile B, pile C, pile D. I'm going to move these away and get stuck into pile number A. Just don't mind my puppy on the side there. Hopefully she behaves and sits and stays. I mean, she needs to stay. Right. Pile number A, pile number one. Here is your reading. I'll go through your guidance first, and then we will get into your yes or no's. Okay, so your first card of the week is the Tower. You've got the Nine of Wands, the World card. I do apologize for the glare. I'll try and put it up a little bit better. That looks a little bit better. The Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups. Okay. Let me just adjust the screen. You can see it. Okay. Right, pile number one. Your reading. Okay, so the energy starting off with this Tower card. Okay, so the Tower can either be something serious, as in, you've had a relationship breakup during this time, you've lost your job, you've had not necessarily a death, but you've had your whole foundation shook and crumble. Okay, at least that's how it feels. Again, the Tower is it's just something that was not built on very strong foundation, and now you've got people literally jumping out of it because it's just been struck by lightning and it's really just falling to the ground. Okay. And now with the Nine of Wands here, I think this is something that unfortunately you are quite destroyed about. I don't think it's something as small as your car falling apart. It could be for some, but I think this is really it's something that you've fought really hard about, because that's the card of resilience. This is someone who's been quite resilient in the situation. They've held on tight. They kind of standing there with all their wands, going, you know what, I'm holding still. I'm not budging. I'm here for the long haul. Okay, so that's the kind of energies that you've had towards the situation. In fact, if you actually look at the Nine of Wands, he's actually got quite a bump on the head and got a bit of a bandage around him, shame, and he's actually just standing there watching and quite disgusted as the Tower is collapsing. And it's not a nice card, and it's not a nice situation to go through, especially if it's something that you've fought really hard for. But again, you need to realize that this is something that was never going to work out, because as much as you stood there tough and tall and tried really hard, no matter how badly you've been battered and bruised by the situation, you've just tried to really stand your ground and stand in and stay resilient and fight for the situation. It just wasn't going to work out. Okay, it's just, again, it's a situation that was going to crumble. And unfortunately, the longer you stand there and the longer you fight for something that's meant to fall apart, the worse for where you're going to feel. Okay. um you don't want it to get to the point where, there's now a fire under your ass and you just have to move. Okay. um Either which way, that's exactly what's happening to you. Okay, no matter how badly you want to fight, this is just one of those situations that it's going to crumble. Okay, so you fought the good fight, and it probably, very disheartening for you watching it crumble down to the ground. But you know what? It's unfortunately just one of those things that are just meant to be. Okay. With the world card here, it's just meaning this is a cycle that's now ended. Okay, the angels have come in quite nicely and they're nudging you to say it's time to move on. Okay. um Again, they recognize the amount of time and effort you've put into the situation. They understand that it's hurtful. They understand that you really and truly are in a lot of pain around the situation. But again, this is a time things are coming full circle. Okay, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much fight you've done with the situation, it's going to complete. Okay, it's going to end. And it's going to come full circle. Okay, and that's going to leave you, and there's you walking away. So with the Eight of Cups, there's the man. He's now got his stuff and he's turned his back and he's walking, and that's exactly what you're going to have to do. You've got no choice. Okay, this is just, again, one of those situations. You're going to be left with no choice but to walk away. But at least you are walking away, and if you look at the cards, this person's walking away with the sad moon staring down at him, searching for something better, because obviously the situation's left them feeling really, really battered and bruised. But if you look on the other side of that card, you're walking into something happier. Okay, if this is a relationship that's crumbled and you've fought so hard for it, then yes, things will come full circle in your life. And the thing that will come through again, and full circle means, you can try every which situation to bring out a different ending. It's still going to bring you the same ending. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you fight, no matter what you try, it's never going to work out. Okay, and you have to now walk away. You're forced, under whatever circumstances it is. The longer you hold on, the more pain you're going to feel. Okay. However, again, look at what you're walking away into. You're walking away into a partnership. You're walking away into a soulmate relationship. You're walking away into a partnership that's full of love, full of happiness, full of joy. Okay. If this is not a love situation, you could be walking away from a job. Maybe your company's closed down and it's just, again, heartbreaking. You've watched everything around you and your business crumble, your workplace crumble, whatever it is that you fought for. You're going to go on searching. You might have to travel the world in order to find it, but you're going to searching, and the end result is going to be a partnership of some sort. Okay. Again, it doesn't have to be a partnership of love. It could be a partnership in business. It could be a job offer where you're going to be, it's going to be something that's going to bring you in union to something that's more meant for you. Okay. I don't know if that comes out in any clearer. And you have got the listening card. So this is an angel saying to you, please listen. We are so desperately trying to help you. Please just understand that we haven't crumbled the situation to hurt you. We've crumbled the situation because we know what's better for you. You don't see it yet. But when you let the situation go, we're standing by you, telling you and trying to be with you through this bad time to show you that there's actually a light at the end of this tunnel. Okay. You've got your focus on love. Okay. So look for the good in everyone. Okay. So this situation is actually quite, she's like a wooden nymph, and she's about to feed a dragon. I mean, a dragon are powerful people. They are magical, and obviously very feared. So this is what this is saying, is that this is nothing for you to fear. As scary as the situation may seem, And right now you might feel quite lost and quite scared because of, or sad, or whatever it is. um, don't stress. Okay, focus on love. There is goodness coming out of the situation. Don't be intimidated about this new situation that's coming up. It will bring you your ultimate happiness. Okay, so walk away from one bad situation in order to get to a better one. Okay, and I think that's exactly it. You're going to have a flash of insight. You're just going to have that moment where you're going to have that realization that, you know what, it's done. Okay, whatever the situation is, it's done. Okay, and it will be time to celebrate. You've got an end to an emotional situation. Somewhere in the middle there, you're going to have to balance your budget, maybe during, especially if it's financially, or even if it's a divorce. It might be time you might have to balance your budget, balance your resources, balance your time, in order to get the situation over with. But you know what? Do what you need to do, is what they're saying. Because once you've done that, once you've come out of all this thing and you've closed off the cycle, you will have reason to celebrate. Okay, at the end of the tunnel, there's your lights, and look, the light's shining on the card. You can't even see the words. That's so funny. Anyway, there is a light at the end of your tunnel. This is your 11 number, which is, saying that better times are coming along. Okay, and yes, you might have felt like you have to walk away. You feel defeated. You feel like maybe you felt a bit bullied about a situation. You feel deceived. You feel really, really, really upset and hurt. Okay, and there's you. Okay, moving on, changing direction, putting the past behind you. Okay, you may have been blocked from the situation. You didn't know what to do. You were stagnant. You felt trapped. You felt like you couldn't see the way out, and this is just your angels. This is your angels are saying to you, you are, the solution is in plain sight. Okay, you're not blocked from the situation. You just need to see the truth. Okay, which is exactly what I think you're going through right now, pile number one. You might have to stand up for your beliefs. You may be defending your viewpoint, maybe to people around you. Maybe they don't understand why you're walking away from the situation. You just might be fighting with someone at the moment and having to stand up for yourself in a situation somehow. Okay, and the point is that, during all of this, and after all of this comes out, and so on and so forth, you will become financially independent. You will become more happy in yourself. You'll become happier with your life. You'll be surrounded by better things. You'll have more luxuries, more happiness, and you'll have great fortune. I mean, he has the 9 of coins to the 10 of coins. So, once you walk away, once you take off the blindfolds and allow this new situation to come in, you will definitely find that you will get your happy family, happy fulfillment. That's very much that. It's a 10 of Pentacles. It's attaining everything you've ever wanted. So this is the grandfather who is sitting there with his granddaughters and grandsons and his children and his kingdom in the background, and he's wealthy and he's got everything he's ever wanted. And this is exactly where the situation will bring you. Okay, it will bring you to your total fulfillment, being seriously happy. But you need to let go of this situation, no matter how hard it is right now. Okay, and these ones I've just kind of throw in because, I mean, it just adds to the whole yes or no's. But again, you've got a leader coming in, or either you need to become more of a leader, someone who's a little bit more motherly, a home lover, dark hair, dark skin, a hard worker, again, nest builder. As far as the yes or no is concerned, I think this is a maybe, but only because of the fact that it's up to you. You can stay in the situation. You can literally carry on holding on to crumbles, a situation that's just going to crumble before your eyes. No matter what you do, you can just carry on standing there. I mean, the angels will stand by you. Or you can accept that it's done and you can move on. If you do accept that it's done and move on, then your answer is a yes, because there's better things coming. If you keep holding on to the situation, you're going to literally just watch it crumble to the ground, and the angels will force the situation whether you do or not. So it's kind of you screwed if you do, you screwed if you don't. So walk away, because the heartache will be worse the longer you stay. Okay, pile number one. Yes, not the best of situations, but there is light at the end of your tunnel, and there is happier times the minute you let go and move on. Comment down below. Let me know whether this resonates or not, and I'll be moving on to pile number two. Okay, so those of you who have chosen pile number two or pile number B, this is your reading. Okay, so I'm going to go through your tarot first, your weekly messages, and then we'll get to the yes or no's. Right, so you have got Eight of Wands. You have got Knight of Swords. You have got the Devil card. You have got the Temperance card. You have got the King of Pentacles. Right, so pile number two, your week or weekly messages. Okay, so you're going to start off with the week with some really fast moving energies coming in, okay? Be it communication that's going to be coming in thick and fast. You might have to travel somewhere, travel over water somewhere along the line. This is like, again, something at a very quick decision, very fast thinking. There could just be something, like I said, passionate news, passionate communication somewhere, somehow coming in. Okay, with the Knight of Swords, it's also, again, that's also very fast moving energy. So again, this is someone who's coming in to deliver a message very passionately, very out of like hell or high water, charging in with this news. Okay, so again, very, very, very fast situation. This could be you charging to someone else. Either which way, it's like the delays are done. Whatever delays that you've been going through, you're going to start to see fast, a lot more movement going on. Okay, the problem with the Knight of Swords, though, is sometimes that they don't think. They so excited about charging in that they don't actually consider the implications of that. Okay, and this is definitely there when you've got the Devil card in the middle of the pile. Okay, it's the only negative card in this whole pile is the little devil sitting in the middle there. So something about the situation needs to be thought through a little bit more. Again, this might not be with, you might not be bringing in the message. Maybe the messenger needs to think things through a little bit more. But, it could be that, as I said, I'll obviously, as I go through it, maybe it might make a little bit more sense. But with the Temperance card, it might just be you need to be a little bit more patient, or you need to maybe just slow this situation down. Whatever it is happening, it's happening maybe just too quickly. Okay, and it needs some balancing. Okay, maybe there's just maybe an addiction to this situation, or it brings out an addiction, or maybe it's just really passionate. I mean, it could be someone coming in with a sexual offer, and he's so sexy and he's so gorgeous that you don't really care what he wants to do to you, because you just want to have him. And the Temperance card is saying, well, just balance the situation out a little bit. This person could actually end up being a King of Pentacles, so this is someone who's a charismatic leader, possibly could be a Taurus, because you've got all those bulls around, or has Taurian energy in their chart. But this is someone who's is a very rich person. He is able to manifest anything he wants financially. He has literally attained everything he has needed. He is a boss. He is the leader of a company. He is very successful. He is very wealthy. He's got his castle. He is, again, got his scepter. He's got his coins. He's really happy, loves luxury, loves the most expensive cars, expensive houses, expensive clothes. He smells fantastic. Everything about him just reaps success. Okay. Look, this could be you. Maybe this is what you're trying to manifest, and you really want to manifest this so badly, and then the Devil card's just sitting there saying, whoa, it's fantastic that you want to get this, but slow down the energies and just find a little bit of patience. Like it's going to come in, and just have a little bit of patience. Something in this fantastic situation that's coming through for you, pile number two, is just a little bit toxic. Okay, I don't see anything else bad in this pile so far. So that devil to me is just like a little devilish energies. Okay, so you might know what that is, whether it's the power of being this leader. You so badly want to be a charged up leader that you just have a little bit too much of a power head. It could be the negativity in the mind that talks to you out of the situation or tells you won't get it. It could be lust. As I said, that this passionate new beginning with someone is so lustful that you just need to, again, balance out the energies. Okay, you've got your self-acceptance. So maybe that's all it is. Maybe you just need to accept yourself for who you are, love yourself more. Don't allow yourself to be put into any situations where you are going against your own will. Again, the devil's there for a reason. Just have a look at what he represents in your situation. Okay, what negativity, what toxic situation, or toxic people, toxic thoughts, toxic addictions that you might have. Okay, just remember to make sure that you accept yourself in the situation no matter what. Okay, then you've got your simple acts of kindness. Okay, kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Okay, so this is a beautiful little card with all these little squirrels and little deers and foxes and all these beautiful little creatures, and it's just a card of just reminding you just to show some compassion to the situation. It could also be a bit of, like you said, with a bit of a temperance card, a little bit of balance, a little bit of kindness, just showing love, demonstrating love to different people. It might also be a bit of the giving and taking card. So maybe if you have got a little bit of money coming in, don't forget about the people around you that might just need a little bit of maybe some funds or whatever it might represent for you. Okay, so we're going to get into your yes or no's. So, possible new love. Maybe you, as I said, you could be charging into falling pregnant. Maybe that's the devil energy warning you. So, just for some of you. But anyway, C, refusing to see the truth. So, the situation may be all passionate and loving and focused and, oh, it's so amazing. This just really please, just look for any warning signals here. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It could just be simple as you guarding, and maybe you too guarded in a situation. Maybe you, you might be guarding your money too tightly. You want to manifest being rich, but at the same time, you're poor in your thinking. And if you're poor in your thinking, you're not going to manifest being rich. Okay, so just take that as what it is. There may be something's not working. And harmony might have some competition around you at the moment. Maybe that's your devilish energies. However, there is success and victory. Okay, there's good news coming. You could be changing your job, or there could be something that you could be working at right now. And it's going to bring you a lot of fulfillment. Okay, somewhere in between there was a little bit of theft or energies. Okay, so this could be the devil in your situation. So something around you is just out of whack. Someone's either trying to deceive you, or you might be trying to deceive yourself. You might be trying to skip a few steps to get somewhere. Again, that's where your temperance card is just coming in with a warning with the devil card to say, again, just please, as much as this whole situation seems amazing and passionate and fast and whatever it is, and the outcome is really successful, just please balance the energies. Don't try and skip to the end without, going through the middle. But again, yes, you're going to have your love, you're going to have your fulfillment. You've actually got the wish fulfillment along. You also got a 9 and 10 here of the wish fulfillment, and then actually getting the 10 of cups here, okay? Your knight might be someone who's very passionate, romantic. It could be a fling, so maybe that's where the devil card's just, warning you about the situation. You got the Knight of Cups, and then a King of Cups. So just seek the truth in the situation, and get some wise counsel. Pile number 2, I think this is definitely a yes. Okay, you really got some really fantastic positive cards here for pile number 2. It just, again, the only negative card again is just the little devilish energies, whatever it is. There's a form of deception, or trying to get away with something, or trying to skip something, in order to get out the end result, whatever that may be. Just watch out for the negative in this very positive situation. Bring more patience and more balance into the situation, kindness, compassion, and of course, loving yourself. Okay, so all of that, that's definitely a yes. Moving on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, or in the situation, pile number C. This is your reading. Okay. Let's go through your cards. Okay, so you have got King of Cups, the Magician, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, and Three of Wands. Okay, so pile number 3, you have got something that you've got to start off the beginning of the week where you need to control your emotions. Okay, so something might be happening with you around this time. It could be a person, it could be a situation, and you just really need to balance your emotions out a little bit. You may be too emotional around this time, or whatever the situation is. It's just bringing out a large amount of emotions, okay? And with the Magician card there, then you obviously want to work very hard at bringing about or manifesting the new. Again, we're in the new moon, so this is the perfect time to do so, okay? Just if you want to manifest love, for example, then you have to balance, again, balancing your emotions when it comes to manifesting. It's quite a difficult thing to do if you're not in the right alignment. Remember, you need to be in the zone. You need to be in the vibration of manifesting whatever it is that you want to have. So if you are overly emotional and you want to manifest a love situation, just giving you an example, you're only going to bring in someone who's overly emotional, and two overly emotional people clash a lot. So watch your emotions around this time as you're trying to manifest. Really use all the abilities of the moon. Google all kinds of rituals, or whether it's just writing down what you want. It's just seriously sit and think about it. I mean, you want someone in your, this is obviously for people who are trying to manifest love at that right now. The reason why I'm saying that, we've got like 3 cups coming in. You want to manifest someone who's very much like the King of Cups, who, they compassionate, loving, fantastic people. But at the same time, in order to do that, you need to become that loving, compassionate, fantastic person. Okay, so if you want to bring in the King of Cups, you kind of need to be the Queen of Cups, if that makes any sense. Okay, like attracts like. Remember that. With the Knight of Cups, it's that there is a offer coming in your way. It could be emotional. It could be anything. But it could be a creative endeavor. If this is not a love situation that you're trying to bring in, it could be a creative endeavor. And someone is coming in, someone who's also very passionate, someone who's very loving, very emotional, that's coming in your way. Okay, and with the Page of Cups, it's coming in literally out of the blue. So this is something that's going to happen when you least expect it, but that's exactly how manifesting works, You cannot hold on when it comes to manifesting. You've kind of got to have your thoughts, spend a couple of hours every day, and then move on and let it go. And just have the belief and have the faith and have the gratitude that it's coming in. And when you're so busy doing something else that's poops out of the blue, that's when your manifestation pops in. Okay, so that's exactly how it's going to happen. Again, this could be a creative endeavor. The Page of Cups is also a brand new start. He's, in love. He's like the flirty one. It starts off very flirty, very slow, very, it's young love, that young puppy love kind of feel. In a business situation, again, he can be starting out as something creative, a little bit of an artist, because he is an artist, okay? So something, it could be just an idea that might pop out of the blue and help you create this manifestation, or figure out how you're going to manifest what you want to manifest, okay? And yes, then that's the Three of Wands at the end of the pile. That's you now waiting. You've put it all out there. You believe it's going to happen. You've done all the work. You've done everything that you need to do, and then there's you waiting for your ships to come in. Okay, so that's a good positive start to you trying to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Okay, so we have got this card, Enchantment. Okay, so unicorns are very enchanting. I mean, they're mystical creatures. They really and truly do. They bring you back to just being, loving, and it's almost like the kind of Page of Cups of seeing the magic where maybe you don't know it's going to happen. And this is exactly what you need to do. You need to find some kind of enchantment in your life, or find just, a little bit of happiness, a little bit of mystery. Maybe spend some time with animals, or out in nature. Maybe it's time for you to, the page is also a very, like I said, it's like a child, like love, or it's a young person. Page is quite a young person. So the enchantment card might be saying to you, you need to recapture your childlike sense of wonder and awe. View the world as a magical place. Don't be so serious. Again, with the King of Cups, just balance your emotions around this time. This is not a time for you to worry. The angels will help you in your situation, and help bring about a lot more happiness in your life. Okay, and then you've got the lovely card that says, I love you. These are powerful words. Okay, so you could really and truly, pile number 3, have someone coming in this week. And it doesn't have to be a romantic love. It can just be, you could have a child, just saying to you this week, Mommy or Daddy, I love you. Or it could be a family member. Maybe you need to tell someone that you love them. Just putting it out there. Okay, so that's the energy that you're going through this week. Let's go through your yes or no cards. Okay, so as I said, could definitely be a passionate love affair coming your way, or a very major, new passionate idea, new life-changing idea, new business idea. Okay, this person could very much be your soulmate. So you might be attracting a soulmate, or again, partnership. Okay. 3 of Wands, that's another 3 of Wands for you. It's saying that you've done all you can, your hard work is paying off, and you will start to see your ships coming in soon. Okay. 4 of Cups, you could be dealing with boredom. You might not be seeing the possibilities that's around you. Again, something coming out of the blue. Someone could be coming in with an offer. Okay. You might be still looking at all the things that you haven't got, and this is just a reminder to, back to the enchantment card, see life more as the way a child does. Okay, because something is coming up. Don't focus on, this is also your, don't get depressed or focus on depression or grief or whatever. Balance your emotions, because you can't bring out something good if you're constantly feeling sad. Okay, and yes, once your emotions are coming, maybe you need to deal with, maybe you could do a little bit of charity work, or if you have got some money, this could be a bit of a give and take situation, or the situation will balance itself out. Okay. You could be putting your time and effort into a new situation, whether it's a new job, or whether it's a new creative endeavor, like I said, or if it's just a new relationship. Okay, events will start to move quickly for you. You'll start to see quick actions. yes, again, balance your emotions. You're obviously dealing with a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of depression. Maybe you've had possibly a mental breakdown, and maybe you've had a lot of endings. Okay, and then this is just saying, don't worry, there's new beginnings coming. Okay, so I've got, a page of wands here, so someone who's sarcastic, clever, and intelligent. We've got the Queen of Cups. What did I say? You need to become more of the Queen of Cups. There's your King of Cups. You need to become a little bit more of the Queen of Cups. Problem solver, someone who's a good listener, emotionally supportive. Okay. And you've got the King of Coins here. So a businessman or becoming quite successful. As opposed to your yes or no, pile number 3 or C, I will say that this is a yes. Just deal with everything you need to deal with, and then this is definitely a yes. Thank you very much, and I will go on to pile number 4. Right, those of you who chose pile number D, pile number 4D, here's your reading. I'll go through the tarot cards and then we'll go through the rest. Okay, so here you've got the 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, and then the Empress card. Okay, so pile number 3. Okay, so 2 possible scenarios here. Okay, so with the 3 of Pentacles, that's very much the card of getting recognized, or possibly, this is teamwork, putting effort into a situation, and being noticed or being recognized for the effort that you've put in. It's about receiving a reward or receiving, this person, he's basically engraving people's names into like a pillar kind of thing. So it's exactly like receiving recognition, receiving an award, working together as a team in order to get something done. Okay. However, whatever this coming together or whatever this situation is that you're dealing with, you are very sad at the moment. Okay, something else is really upsetting you. Somewhere in the situation you feel like you've been knocked out. So if this is love, not for all, this is not for everyone, so just take whatever resonates. If this is a love question, then the 3 of Pentacles can indicate a third party situation. So maybe you're dealing with someone, and this is, once again, I'm not giving you new information, someone who is involved with someone else, someone who's involved in a long-term commitment or a marriage, okay? And you've now been dumped or left out, or they've left you for someone else, okay? Again, not for everyone. For others, then maybe it's just, as I said, you've either lost your job or you've just dealt with a breakup and someone has, and it's made you just feel like you've been left out. As that's the card of, you can see they're in the cold, they freezing, they're starving, they damaged, emotionally bruised. There is a light behind them, but they can't see it because, they just feel really, really abandoned. And either which way, that's what you're feeling at the moment. And okay, this, like I said, it can be emotional, it can be financial. And what you're needing to do right now, because you have got the Ace of Cups in reverse and you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, and what this is saying to me is that you really and truly right now have to put more effort into loving yourself. This is very much the cards of self-care, self-love, taking time out from whatever the situation that you've dealt with to really put more effort into your own self. Okay, I mean, if someone has put you through this situation, whether it's a job loss or whatever, it's going to make you feel very low, and it's going to be very difficult for you to bring about a new situation if you are dealing with this feeling of being abandoned in some way. And so you really need to just exactly that, take a lot more time out for right now for yourself. Um, and the Queen of Cups, it's just more confirmation that the more love you give yourself, the more happier you will feel eventually. Okay. Start by every day, I mean, the Ace of Cups, there's also, it can be, instead of tears of happiness, this is real tears coming out. So it can be literally you spending some time really nurturing yourself and crying and getting over whatever this painful situation is. Okay. But again, find ways to nurture yourself, find ways to make yourself feel better, find ways to Google ways to make yourself stronger, and again, find every way to make yourself love yourself more. Okay. And in the end, you've got the Empress card, which means you will conquer, you will get out of this situation, whatever it is that you're going through right now. Okay, the Empress is someone who's, she's like the goddess of, very good motherly energy. She's surrounded by wheat, which is, very productive, very, she's got stars blazing. She just really is the Empress of creativity, of motherhood, of, she's the divine feminine, if you kind of want to put it. And that's ideally where you want to be. You don't want to be in this sad, and I'm not saying pathetic because you are pathetic, but the feeling of feeling pathetic because of whatever the situation is. You want to kind of be this divine Empress, this, absolute goddess, who's beautiful and can, she's abundant and creative. Again, divine feminine energies. And in order to get yourself there, you need to put more effort and love into yourself. And, just help yourself through this hard time. Okay, you've got the card here, trust, and this is the angel saying to you, just trust that the situation is working out. It may not feel like it right now, but trust they have your best interest at heart. They know what they're doing. They are with you right now. Trust them, and will give them all the trust in the situation. Okay. And then it's got you, express love to receive love. So be willing to express love. So, even if the situation, and I'm sure this is also about putting more effort into yourself. Sorry, I'm still new with these cards. But again, this is just a reminder to, I think this is, no matter what the situation, you need to deal with loving yourself, I think. Okay. You are a genuinely loving individual. Expressing love to others helps them feel supported, respect, and cared about. As you practice the custom, you will become more loving. When you want to be more loving, it is easy to recognize ways of doing so. One way to express your love is through eye contact. Your eyes are the most expressive part of your body. Making eye contact when you are speaking with someone tells them you see, you hear, you appreciate them. Try making eye contact with others as a daily practice. It is easy to become distracted by our own busy lives, but a moment of eye contact can sometimes make a world of difference to those you are communicating with. It's got you, this is a sea nymph. It makes eye contact with a small little mermaid sitting in a shell. The seashell represents the spiritual gifts you possess. The feathers on the sea nymph's head are about giving thanks and showing appreciation. Mermaids are usually a symbol of love. Share eye contact with those you speak to and see how it deepens your connection. Okay, so maybe that's something you need to do with yourself every day in the mirror. Okay, so look at yourself in the mirror every day and tell yourself how much you love them. Really work on your spiritual gifts, really work on whatever your gifts are. The more you see your spiritual gifts, the more you see how loving and how beautiful you actually are, the closer you're becoming, the quicker you'll become the Empress. Okay? Again, take that card in whatever way that it resonates. Okay, so when it comes to your yes or no, again, you might be trying to manifest right now a new home, new project, new job, could be a new person. Okay, you've had a lot of delays and you're waiting for a signal to move. As I said, there's been a misunderstanding, somehow a breakdown in communication, or there's been an actual breakup. Okay, you're needing some time out in order to recuperate from the situation. You've got another Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold again. You might be dealing with a childhood past nostalgia, or you may be thinking a lot about the past at this time. You're battling with decisions. You don't really know which way to go right now with your, there could be some choices. You're trying to make a bit of a decision right now, and you need to leave a situation and change direction, and you need to go off and search. Unfortunately, I think this is a no, depending on whatever your question is. I'm not really too sure what your question is. It just, there tends to be more of a negative cards than there are to be positive. If your question is, are things going to get better, then it's a yes. So things are going to get better. And so your future is happier, provided you give yourself a lot of love and a lot of attention right now. Take the time out to give to yourself at the moment, and then yes, things will get better. But for now, I think there's just more of a no, because you need to spend more time on yourself. You need to spend more time trusting that eventually you will get where you want, but you need to really and truly put more effort into loving yourself right now. Okay, pile number 4. Again, I'm not really too sure what you were asking about. Maybe you were asking if you and someone can come together as a team, and then the answer right now is probably a no. If you're asking if there's more team, if it's a work situation, if you guys, if you're going to get a promotion, right now the answer is probably no. Again, putting more love into yourself will just help the situation. You will eventually get there. So it's not a no forever, it's just a no for now. Okay, please comment down below, let me know how you're going, and I will chat to you soon.